Yo, welcome back guys to the 5th round of Raven's big Christmas PvP tournament. This time I'm up against Lucifer. I actually played this guy once before, and in that game I actually made a huge mistake because his Blissey was 35%. I had my scissor out there and I pressed U-turn instead of bullet punch. At the time I thought that U-turn would have done more damage than bullet punch. But yeah, I was Iron Plate, and it was actually the first time I was playing Iron Plate Scissor. But yeah, I did end up taking down the Blissey. It took me a Pokemon and a lot of health from Scissor. And then it was a late game situation in which my Scissor was up against his last two remaining Pokemon. And they were both in Bullet Punch range. But his Nidoking packed Sucker Punch, and that's how we won the game. But yeah, for now, let's lead off with Scissor. And I'll be expecting the Mamoswine like he does. And now I'm just gonna go for Bullet Punch. Cause if he switches out, I prevented him from setting up the Stealth Rocks this turn. If he goes for Stealth Rocks, then he will lose a lot of health from Bullet Punch. And if he goes for Earthquake, predicting me to U-turn, then he will also lose a lot of health from Bullet Punch. And he won't have Stealth Rocks on the field. So Bullet Punch will definitely put me in a good scenario. Yeah, he's really thinking very hard about this turn. Because Lucifer is definitely a good player, so when you play him there will be a lot of mind games involved. I'm also curious what he does, so my Bullet Punch comes off, let's see what he does. He goes for the Earthquake, and he shows that he is Life Orb. So if he Ice Shards now, he will die to Life Orb. So I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch anyway, because if he Stealth Rocks now, he basically lost his Mamoswine, and if he switches out again, I prevented him from setting up the Stealth Rocks this turn, and Mamoswine is basically useless in the entirety of the game because it can never switch in. So he does decide to keep his Mamoswine around, and he goes into his Tangrowth, which can easily tank a Bullet Punch. But now I'm gonna go for the U-turn. This should do around 50% of Tangrowth's health. And yeah, he will most likely stay in. And I think he'll either go for Knockoff or Sleep Powder. So I'm just gonna go into my own Tangrowth. He does go for the Knockoff, and he gets rid of my leftovers, and now I'm just gonna go for Knockoff myself. Let's see what happens. Look at both our arms, man. Tangrowth might be a hidden ghost type. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. Okay. And I do get off my Knockoff. And now, I could switch in. Yeah, I think I should switch in my Tyranitar, but maybe I should have stayed in and went for the Hidden Power Ice, predicting. Because he might go for Knockoff now, or even the Sleep Powder. Because my Tangrowth will die to poison eventually if I stay in. So I cannot stay in there. Maybe I should have just sacked my Tangrowth, but let's see what happens. My Tyranitar comes out, and he does go for the Sleep Powder. Damn. I should have really sacked my Tangrowth there, because yeah, but basically what happened was I wanted to bring in my Tyranitar there, because I wanted to get up the Stealth Rocks. Once the Stealth Rocks are up, then Mamoswine can never previous games, I need to get some damage off on Clefable so that my Scissor can Bullet Punch clean up. And I know I can live on Moonblast. So now I'm just gonna go for Earthquake again. If he switches into Tangrowth, good for him. Then I will press Fire Blast, and if he does switch back into Clefable, then really nice play on his part. But I basically got the damage on Clefable that I need, because now Raikou can knock out Clefable and Scissor can knock out Clefable. So I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. Maybe he will expect me to go for Fire Blast now, expecting his Tangrowth to come in. So that's why I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. Like I said, when you play against this guy, there are a lot of mind games involved. Because he's actually a good player. So he does stay in, I do knock him out. And I have enough health for one more attack. And only his Mamoswine as Ice Shite outspeeds me. So I can definitely get off a hit. As he does bring in his Mamoswine. At this point I'm just gonna stay in. Because if he goes for Ice Shite, he will die to Life Orb. And if he goes for Stealth Rock, I will kill him with my own attack. Because I really do not want him to set up his Stealth Rocks. Because then my Scissor will have a big problem. So I go for Dragon Claw. As I think he went for the Stealth Rocks there. So we both go down, but Garchomp actually took down 2 Pokemon, which is really nice for me. Now I should probably lead off with Raikou, as Raikou can Volt Switch out of Blissey. Wait, does he still run Blissey? I didn't look at his team anymore, and I didn't make a picture like I always do. I know he has Tangrowth left. He has Nidoking. Tangrowth, Nidoking. I should have Blissey, because he's always playing with Blissey. So Nidoking does come in, and yeah, even if it's Nidoking, I can just bring in my Bronzong. I know his Nidoking set. It's Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, and Sucker Punch. Because that's what he always uses. Because he pretty much brings that to every tournament. And those attacks cannot touch Bronzong. Ice Beam does around 15%, but I get some extra recovery from leftovers. Sucker Punch does around 35%, I think. So now I'm just gonna go for Earthquake. Maybe he will bring in his Scissor, and then I will get some damage off on Scissor. Because I need some damage on Scissor, because my Garchomp died, and Garchomp was the only thing that could actually knock it out. Now I need some damage on Scissor for my Choice Specs Raikou to kill it with the Thunderbolt. And if he does decide to stay in, then Nidoking will take a lot of damage, basically putting him in Bullet Punch range. But yeah, he does bring in the Scissor, and now I have to go hard into Raikou, because if he goes for Swords Dance, then it can be really troublesome for me, because he can pretty much set multiple Swords Dance up on my Bronzong. And if he goes for U-turn, then I know that I can live one more Bullet Punch with the Raikou. But yeah, he does go for the Swords Dance, and now I'm just gonna go for Thunderbolt. Because even if he switches into his Nidoking, it's a good play, but then I can just go back into my Bronzong. And then I can basically get another hit off on something on his team. And if he doesn't bring in his Scissor, if he brings something like Tangrowth or Blissey, then I can go into Tyranitar. But yeah, if I kill Scissor here, then I think because he's definitely in range of Specs Thunderbolt. So if I do kill him, then I think I have got the game right there. Because Scissor is now the biggest threat to my team. Okay, he does stay in, and we do knock him out. Okay. If I play this right, then it should be GG. Then it definitely should be GG. Because Bronzong pretty much walls his whole team. With the combination of Toxic, Protect, and Earthquake. Let's see what he brings in. He knows that I'm looked into Thunderbolt, so he might go into Nidoking. But then I'll just go into Bronzong. If he goes Blissey, I will go into my Tyranitar. And if he goes Tangrowth, I will also go into Tyranitar. So he does go into his Blissey. And now I have a chance to wake up my Tyranitar. Wait, what? 356 HP. Oh shit! I forgot to add the EVs on my Tyranitar. So my Tyranitar actually does not have any EVs at all. Wow. Oh, that can actually be really bad. Because if I did add the EVs, then I would live an extra Seismic Dose turn. The combination of leftovers. Ah, damn. I hope I do wake up soon though, because I already used 2 turns of sleep. So this will be... Oh no, I just switched into this attack. This will be the 2nd turn. Okay, and this will be the 3rd turn, so I should be waking up now. I'm just gonna go for Toxic as I am asleep for 3 turns, man. Okay, now I should be waking up because this is the 4th turn, and Pokemon do not sleep on the 4th turn. So I'm just gonna set up the Stealth Rocks, and then I will be able to get off 1 more hit. Going for Taunt here doesn't make no sense. And yeah, I just have to go for Crunch, get some damage off, as he will most likely knock me out now. Fuck. If I actually added some EVs on my Tyranitar, then I would have been able to get off an extra Crunch, or even been able to get a Toxic off on this Blissey. But yeah, now I'm gonna go into my Scizor. And I'll go for the U-turn. He will most likely go for Seismic Dose, since that will be enough to kill my Scizor. And even if I had Roost here, then he could have just Flamethrowered after. Yeah, I U-turn, put him below half, and now I should probably bring in my Bronzong. Yeah. Because it makes no sense to Falter now, because he can just heal through it. So I have to go into Bronzong and get the Toxic off. Let's see what he does. He goes for Flamethrower. Okay. Now I can just... I'm actually gonna Toxic because I know he will heal now. He will use the Soft Boiled now, yep. Does use Soft Boiled, I get the Toxic off, and now I can just Protect. And even if he switches out now, I could predict him to switch into his Tangrowth now. But with the Protect, I guarantee get extra leftovers recovery as he does switch out. Now I could actually Protect, but I want to bring in my Raikou because I know he will go for the Sleep Powder. As he goes for Sleep Powder and he misses, okay. This is actually really good for me because now I can press Toxic. And if I Toxic the Tangrowth, it can easily be stalled. Oh wait, don't do this to me, please. 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 He brings in his Blissey. Do I connect the Toxic? If I do connect this, then I can bring in my Bronzong and stall the shit out of him. Yeah, this is pretty much game I think, because now I can bring in Bronzong and spam Toxic till he drops. No, please. Come on, this game is free. I still have my Scizor in the back. All I need to do is to stall his team. Come on, please. Come on, this is a win for me, please. Oh my. Yo guys, this is actually an update on the last battle I had in the Raven tournament, the big Christmas tournament. The tournament is already over, and I did end up losing that last game because the AI took over. And when I got back, I basically had to watch my Raikou spamming Shadow Ball on Lucifer's Blissey. And then all that was left was my Scizor. and Scissor with no HP, with almost no HP, had to take on a full HP Nidoking, a full HP Blissey, and a full HP Tangrowth. So that was pretty much over. And to put extra more salt on the wound, Lucifer actually won the game, won the tournament, the whole tournament. Yeah, I'm still gonna congratulate Lucifer though, cause he still did win all the other matches. He did win the semifinal and the final itself, so he definitely deserves to be the champion there. But I still feel sad because it could have been me. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And peace out.